Good morning and welcome to this tutorial about the Level 4 DanieTeach online content. We have created these videos to assist teachers and tutors and students to know how to go about to work on these web applications. I'm going to start with the first slide here. Once you have your link, you simply land on the home page, and this is the level 4 example. Obviously, it works similar level 5, level 6, and so on. It is quite self-explanatory, but it is important to know where to find all the hidden things. Our main outcomes stays the same. It's the listening, the reading, the comprehending, and the application of the language. If you do land on your homepage and you're not sure where to go, remember there is a drop-down menu on the top left-hand corner that you can click, and it drops down and shows you all the modules that are available. For this video's purpose, we will only discuss module 1 and the revision part of it, so that we can apply. You can apply that in all the other modules. This section is just for the teacher to know what is in each section, each module, or for a tutor or for a parent. It's nice to be able to just tick off what you have done and what you haven't done. Once you've read through that and you are comfortable to begin, it's as simple as clicking on the Begin button there that it shows you. This level is a step up of level 3. It focuses also on instruction. Giving instructions is very important. At home, if you want and if you can even give your students or your children instructions to practice. Go fetch the potatoes. Go open the window. So we are starting to, after level 1, 2, and 3, where we focused on pronouncing and reading and speaking, and slowly but surely developed a comprehension ability. We are now also adding a little bit of a different sentence structure here. We are adding an instruction by saying, press on the purple circle. The Afrikaans is not too difficult, and this is why this video is here for. We don't want to put this in English as well, because then it defeats the purpose. The often the kids can see druk nou op die persirkel, the more chance do they stand to remember what it means. Good, then we click on the purple circle as the instruction gives us, and then as you can see, we start with our hersiening, which means revision. Again, it's all audio and video related, so it helps the student or the child or the tutor or the teacher to go home, listen to the alphabet again. Make sure you know your alphabet. You cannot start with level 4 if you do not know your alphabet yet. That's why it's important for you to start with level 1, 2, and 3 first when you want to start, and make sure you cover everything before you go on to level 4. Level 4 is only doing revision on the alphabet, where level 1, 2, and 3 focus a little bit on the short sounds, the double vowels, the diphthongs, etc. Scrolling down, you'll see you've got your modules there. Some sites will look a little bit different because every site is unique. Here we have the next level now available, which is Woordeskat. And it's important just to click on to know that you can just click on the Woordeskat tab, and it takes you to your next page, which in this case is the vocab revision of level 3 and level 2. So if you did level 1, 2, and 3 with us, you would recognize these videos. It's simply a repetition of the themes we did in level 1, 2, and 3. I would advise you to make sure the student, or you, if you are the student or the learner, knows this, know these. These are important because they build vocabulary. Again, they work on Google Slides based. You can click there where it's can make the slide show big and full screen. You can click on the slide itself where the little play button is to hear the pronunciation, which is very important, continuously. Once scrolling down, or you can also remember to use the cursor. If you're doing it in a class format or a situation, you click on that red little pointer when you teach. It helps a lot for the kids to follow where you are teaching. And then obviously, when you're done with that, you feel comfortable, you can pronounce your sounds, you can pronounce your vocabulary, your vowel sounds and your diphthongs and your consonants, and you can remember these vocabulary which we built from level 1, 2, and 3. Then you are ready to start with your module 1 by clicking on module 1. You'll see each module will start with a little short introduction to whatever is happening in that module. In this case, it's Herman's family. Again, let the kids listen and read along as they play this audio. It is important for them not only to hear it, but to see it, but also to start recognizing words that they've now learned in level 1, 2, and 3. Then scrolling down, you'll find your vocabulary videos. These are based on YouTube. They are freely available to everyone, and we just plug them into the website. You can click on the play button for a small screen. You can make it big screen. You can click on the label at the top there, which will take you to the YouTube channel itself, where you will find an abundance of Afrikaans videos and support. And you will be able to set the quality of the video to its highest level. That's according to your internet speed. If the video comes across vague, it means that the speed of the internet is slow. Our videos are all HD quality, made in HD quality. So please check that your setting at the bottom of your video, it usually appears there where the last arrow was now, and you can set it to the highest level. Once you're done with that, you've learned your vocabulary. Now you can apply it. We still believe in writing is quite important here. So we don't want the kids only to type the whole time. At level 4, writing is still a skill they can learn. They should learn. It's good for hand-eye coordination. However, this is optional. You can click on the top right-hand corner. You'll see there's a little export button where the arrow is. You can click it in print. It's printable. You can print that worksheet and let them write the answers in. This is also a place where we start practicing what we remember. So let the kids learn the vocab and then test them on it. It doesn't have to be an assessment. It doesn't have to count for anything. It's just for them to start practicing what they've learned. And at the bottom there by 1.3, you can see writing, skryf 'n sin. We need to start at level 4, them to write their own sentences. Doesn't matter if it's short. If it's ek sit op die stoel, that's fine. Let them start so long writing any sentence, so that they can start building on their confidence with that. And then obviously when you're done with that, it says druk op die blauw circle. They click on the blue circle, which is your comprehension. And here again, we are testing the outcome, or the outcome here is reading, listening, and cognitive thinking. We want the kids, the students, the learners to start thinking now. We're busy with the giraffe. The giraffe's name is Herman. Now we're learning a little bit more about his family. And again, you can play as you read along, and the kids can listen to it over and over and over. Then what we enjoy doing in our level 4 content is giving the students a little bit of a choice. They are now getting involved and interacted with some of the characters. And here are the 3 characters so far in the book, and they can choose which one they want to go follow from here onwards. All 3 goes to the same activity. It's just for a different name and a different question, but it comes down to the same thing. So let them choose which one do they want to follow. Do they want to follow Herman, Kamala, or Slim Slug? In this case, we'll just click on one, and then it takes you to your application. Again, writing and printing and writing you can do here. Print it out, let them write, let them practice what their address is. Basic writing, filling in form skills. Yes, it's in a different language, but this is where they start applying what they've learned as well. And then being creative, we also like to bring a little bit of creativity. Let them take a piece of paper out, let them draw themselves, and let them write the sentences. Herman, the giraffe, is giving some examples there. I have 4 legs. How many legs do you have? Let them write. 4.1. Ek het 2 bene, or whatever the case may be. This can be extended. You can extend this. You can say, okay, and how many eyes and how many mouths? Obviously, this is just the basic ones that we need at this point in time for them to comprehend, to put the language and the application of everything within real life situation. Druk nou op die groen circle, we click on the green circle, and this is where we add now. So in level 1, 2, and 3, we didn't focus on this at all because it's not necessary. But from level 4, we're starting to develop a little bit of a sense of the language. So now we are thinking, okay, so you have a sentence, ek sit op die stoel, but now how can you describe, or how can you change the sentence a little? In other words, do you only get 1 chair in the world? No, there are more than 1 chairs in the world. So now we're looking a little bit at meervoud and verkleining, which is plurals and diminutives. It's creative concepts in Afrikaans that the students and the kids and the learners needs to get involved with, so that when they read the comprehension, they can identify a meervoud, they can identify a verkleining, they can identify the noun. In other words, yes, we will not in a first edition language setup ever ask necessarily which one is the noun and which one is the verb in a matric paper or an AS level paper or an IB paper, but it does help to know those things when you write your creative writing and when you do your comprehension. So comprehension skill is again very important. Listening, reading outcome, comprehending outcome, and again a video that just explains a little bit of the basic rules. Level 5 will learn more rules and we'll dig deeper into it. For now, let them just touch it. Light touch, I always say. Good, you can play the video, you can set it on a higher setting, you can answer the questions. Again, we encourage writing here. It doesn't always have to be typing. However, typing is also fine. For us, it is important for them to get to know the language, to get comfortable, to understand, to read, and to speak it, and to listen to it, and to hear it. Whatever works for your child is important to us. And then obviously we move on to the next section, which is your language structure. Again, level 1, 2, and 3, we didn't cover how to write a sentence. We would give examples and we'll encourage writing sentences, but we didn't say what, where, and how. Where now we're starting to dig a little deeper in level 4. A noun. What is a noun? This ability or this important aspect of a language applies to all languages that your child is learning. We have nouns in any other language. So this is not going to waste. We cannot ignore teaching nouns. We need to teach the nouns. They need to know what a noun is. Otherwise, how are they going to write a sentence about their favorite holiday or a paragraph about their favorite pet one day in Afrikaans? So this is where we start incorporating a little bit of a teaching. You'll see that these videos are all pre-recorded. It's lessons that are recorded, again, freely available on YouTube. However, we plug it in and we build lessons around it. It's important for you to understand that not every child learns the same way. We're trying to bring all the senses together. Looking, reading, listening, feeling, making decisions, all those things. What do they want to do? But at the end of the day, as you know, they still have to learn a thing or two. They still need to learn some vocab, and they still need to learn what a noun is for us to move on. Play the video. We test cognitive skills here. Can you remember? Do you understand critical thinking? Another worksheet. Again, let them color in the nouns. We don't want them to necessarily identify every noun in every sentence ever. But when it comes to comprehension, and we ask something that is indicating a noun, it's easy for them to then find those words. Again, it's building vocabulary, basically. And you can, again, print this the worksheet, and they can do it, or you can just throw it on the board if you're working with a smart board, and they can come and color it in per child, each child. We are focusing on how to write sentences again. Even if it's wrong, it doesn't matter. Let's not worry too much about whether they're getting it right or wrong. Let's see if they are using words that they've learned in the sentence. And if they have, then you say, well done. Remember, the noun is there, or this is the noun, or whatever the case may be. It doesn't matter if they're wrong. It matters whether they get the confidence to write these sentences. And then we go to the next circle, which is your online assessment. You'll see from level 3, we start doing online assessments. This is for the immediate gratification or the self-gratification. This is for the student and the child who wants to see how they fared. Now, very important, it's based on module 1, but it's still you still have to think a little. If the student don't get a good mark or didn't get a good mark, let them redo it. It doesn't matter. Let them do it over and over until they get it right. Let them redo the whole module even if you want to. The important part here is not to get 100% for everything. The important part here is to get comfortable with the language. These online tests are immediately submittable, and you'll get your feedback immediately back. So it gives you your mark. Just click there, view results, and the student will get their results. We do ask email addresses, and this is merely for the case, for the reason that we can send feedback eventually. It's for us to say, okay, well done, Johnny did very well. We can see in the last 6 months he's done all his modules and he's achieved so much, and we just would like to congratulate him. It helps us to help them and you as a parent or teacher as well. Good. The next page, then obviously we go, or if you scroll down, you'll see there's an option for a song. You don't have to learn the words, but it's good for exposure. Let them listen to the song. If they want to learn it, let them learn it, find the words. In every module, there's an option for a song or a rhyme. Again, speaking the language is what builds confidence. Understanding it is great for passing. Understanding and comprehending and applying is great for getting an A. But speaking and listening and understanding to respond is very important if you want to become a full participant in the language one day.